This is the plaintiff, Chanel Wint. She says the defendant, her ex-boyfriend, owes her for a friendship ring he snatched back after they broke up, and that's not fair. He got upset because he went through her phone and discovered she was messing around with a coworker, but they weren't together at the time. He also owes her for a phone she put in her name and is suing here and now for the $700 she's owed. This is the defendant, Kwame Elan. He says the ring he gave the plaintiff was a promise ring to get married. He found out she was two-timing him with some dude at her job, so they split up. He has every right to keep the ring, and she should be thanking her lucky stars he decided to take her to court instead of posting embarrassing pictures of her without clothes all over the internet. He's accused of feeling jilted.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay. Chanel Wint, you are suing your former boyfriend, Kwame Elan, for $700 that you say he owes you, the value of a promise ring, and a cell phone. Tell me what happened.
So basically, me and Kwame started dating.
When did you start dating?
Around November, the end of November 2010.
Okay.
We were not getting along around March, the very beginning of March, so we ended up breaking up. But in between, I got a job at my company, Sprint.
Yes.
And I was able to get like phone lines really cheap because I work for the company. But the only thing is that it has to be put under my name.
Oh.
So basically, he said that he already had a phone from a different company, but he wanted the phone that I had because it had a front-facing camera so you could do video chatting. So he asked me if he could get the line. I said it wasn't a problem. And initially, when he got the equipment, he built it to the account, which wasn't a problem for me because I had to set it up anyway, as long as he paid it.
Yeah, it's never a problem so long as they pay it.
Yeah.
When did he stop paying the bill?
He actually stopped paying in February.
Okay. So, but you guys didn't break up until March?
Yes.
So he didn't pay the March bill and you were still together?
No, he didn't pay at the time, no.
Okay. And so now why did you two break up?
We actually broke up because we broke up a couple of times. The first time initially, it was because I went in Kwame's phone and I found a video of some girl giving him oral sex.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You went into his phone and he had videotaped someone performing oral sex on him.
Yes.
And kept the videotape.
Documented.
And did you know when that had happened?
It happened like 2 days before I found out because, you know, you could look and see when it was recorded.
When it was recorded,
how he got
so the
it and
dates
everything.
are on it.
Yes.
Okay. So you broke up with him and that was when?
This is February 22nd.
Okay. And then you went back?
Yes. But
why?
In February, when I found out, like, he went all postal and crazy.
He went postal?
Yes, he went psychotic. First of all, he wouldn't let me leave the house. I was at his house. He wouldn't let me leave the house. He like closed the door and like barricaded me in for like 3 to 5 minutes. I'm crying. He's over here like flexing at me like I should punch you. That whole thing. So finally, after he let me leave, this is after stopping me by the inside door in the apartment and stopping me by the lobby door.
What's he saying?
You shouldn't have been my phone and I should punch you in your face. You're so nosy. You're always in my mind your business.
It's all a privacy issue for him.
Yes.
He's not talking about having been caught red-handed having sex with another woman. That part didn't come up.
No, not at all. So as soon as I got home, I went straight to before I even got home, I made it home. I went straight to the police station and I filed a police report against him. And we just went from there.
He didn't get arrested?
He actually got processed. The thing was that actually when it happened, like I've never seen Kwame like that before. That was like one of the only times I've ever seen him that upset. And I'm guessing it's from the embarrassment. But when it happened...
He has no shame. That's why he videotaped the girl performing fellatio on him. There's no... What are you talking about? It's not embarrassment. He really was mad at you for catching him. And he thought the best defense is a good offense. Mm-hmm. See, I haven't even talked to the guy yet. I know exactly why he was doing that. Mm-hmm. And then what happened? The police did what?
So basically, they told him that he had to turn himself in to be processed.
For what, though? For
aggravated harassment.
Aggravated harassment?
Because he had called me like 30 times before I actually reached home. Mind you, I was in Harlem, and I actually live in Brooklyn. So like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm taking the train from his house all the way back to my house. And in between, I'm getting voicemails and getting text messages.
What's he saying in all those?
He's saying, please forgive me. And so basically, when they told him that he had turned himself in to be processed, he had just got a promotion at work. And I'm not a very spiteful person, so I said that I didn't want to go through with it because I didn't want him to lose his job. I didn't want to jeopardize it.
But when had you decided that you didn't want to go through with it?
This was like maybe a week after this. After he told me, after it all happened, we let it cool down.
So then you called the prosecutor's office and you told them you wanted to drop the charges because I love him.
No, it wasn't that. It was because, you know, he works very, very hard.
How long did it take you to go back with him?
Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. So you go back with him, and then what happens?
After we get back together, it was just like a multitude of things.
Actually, hold on there. Did you want to respond to that stuff? Because you were sort of itchy while she was telling the story. And
this was way before we even started talking, okay? That's one thing.
Wait, no, she says that the date on the video was 2 days before.
There's no date on no video.
Yeah, there is. There's a date on pictures and videos.
No, video. Pictures, yeah, you can have a timestamp.
No, it's not a timestamp. I've been on the phone. You can figure out what date a picture or a video was taken.
Well,
apparently you don't know how to do that, so you figured you'd leave it hanging around. And so now she catches this tape, and you're yelling at her over the Fourth Amendment violation of your privacy and stuff like that. That's what you're yelling at her?
I just asked her to stay out my phone. I left it at that, and I went on the computer.
Let me just put all men on notice out there, okay? That your phone does not belong to you when you're in a relationship. Because that's the one way we bury you and find out that you're up to no good and we shouldn't be with you. Well, if you're me, you figure out that you shouldn't be. If you're her, you go back with them and forgive them and drop the charges. Now, you guys get back together and then what happens? How do you get back together?
We just start talking, whatever the case may be.
Did you say you're sorry? You're a liar. Such a liar. You know you said you were sorry. That's how you got her back.
Well.
So now you get back together again. And when does he give you this promise ring you're suing for?
He gave it to me like the first week in March.
Oh, after this little debacle?
Yes.
He gives you a promise ring. Now, how old are you?
20.
How old are you?
33.
Okay. And what's a promise ring?
Oh, okay. So basically, he said that he wants to be engaged and get married because he's older and things like that. Me, not so much, but, you know, I was in love with him at the time. So he discussed it, and then he surprised me with the ring. Now, I didn't know that the ring was coming. I said I like rings. Of course I do. Like, I'm 20, and I like diamonds. So when he gave it to me, you know, I liked it and everything. And I asked him, like, is this the engagement ring? Because I didn't want to be engaged. She said, no, it's not an engagement ring. You know, it's just to show you that I love you. And for what all he did that messed up, this was to make up for it.
Okay. Now, is the ring in the courtrum?
No.
Anybody have a picture of the ring?
I have a picture.
May I see it? So it gives you a promise ring, which is a promise of a promise to marry you.
For me, it was just a ring. For him, it was a promise ring.
May I see a picture of the ring?
Okay, I'm trying to get it up right now.
While you're looking, then how'd that go for you? Huh? That little promise ring scenario, forgiveness, drop the charges, I'll take you back. That lasted how long?
Not long, because...
How long?
Probably like 2 weeks.
Because what happened then?
He was on MySpace telling some, I don't even know what to call her, telling some woman that he would all night long, day and night.
Wait. You find that out when? In March?
This is after he gave me the ring.
That's why you guys broke up.
Not that and like.
You have a different reason for why you guys broke up.
Yeah, because
And what was the reason you guys broke up?
The reason why we broke up, right? We went out, we came back to my house or whatever, and we was laying up. But during the time we went to the movies, she was acting a little strange. So we get back to the house or whatever the case may be. I went through her phone. So we had talked about a guy at her job that supposedly she wasn't interested in. That's
a lie. I told him I liked them.
Go on. Just go on.
Oh, okay. So I go through the phone. I look.
I'm afraid to touch either of your phones. Go ahead.
I looked through the phone. She got a text, so I was just looking through the phone to see if she still had this guy number in the phone. So what I found out was she was texting. Her girlfriend was texting what was going on, and I just found out that They had sex.
That she and this guy had sex when?
He was the greatest. He did this, that, and the third. And
she's texting that?
Yeah.
But she's talking about having had sex with this other fellow when?
Yeah, she just had sex during that week, 2 days right after I gave her.
So you were together?
2 days
yeah,
before.
we was together, and that's why I got the promise ring, because all Chanel kept on saying.
So she's getting a diamond promise ring from you, and she's doing
her thing.
Doing her thing with the guy. You guys are made for each other.
No.
Because you're not only philanderers, you're also incredibly stupid philanderers who leave evidence on their phones nonstop, back and forth. He catch you in text talking about.
I was not with them when that happened.
You
when
never
that happened,
cheated?
we were not together. No.
Okay, so I take it then you really didn't pay the March bill.
No, he didn't.
At that point.
No, she cut off the phone. She said
when did she cut off the phone?
What happened was after I filed my
Show me
police
the
report.
records of when you cut off the phone.
I don't have the records of that. I do have the records of when I filed my police report, and he kept calling me, harassing me with my phone.
I
I bought
want
him.
the records of when you cut off the phone.
I can get a record of that. They don't
Why
print
not?
it.
What?
It's your phone. It's under your name. You work at Sprint. You couldn't get the records of when you cut off the phone.
No, we're not allowed to access our own accounts, but when you suspend it, it doesn't actually show up.
When,
I did not cut
according
it
to
off.
you, when did she cut off the phone? I'm sure
Between
it's after you took the ring back. You took the ring back that night, right?
Yeah, she said, I know I'm not going to keep it. She was crying. I know I'm not going to keep it, so here, take the ring.
Right.
So that's why I took the ring.
And what is your story about how the ring gets in his possession?
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, the judge said that all women check the cell phones of their husbands and boyfriends. Is that true?
Probably. As much as people don't want to admit it, I think they probably do.
You do it?
I have not.
Really? You do it?
No. You got to have trust in a marriage.
Are you guys telling me the truth? You never did it?
No, never.
You done it?
Yeah.
You still have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Did you find anything?
No.
Will you keep looking? Tell me the truth.
Maybe.
Going inside the courtroom.
The ring was too big for me. I had tape wrapped around the ring to try to keep it on my finger. When he went through my phone, I wake up, mind you, he's shaking, he's convulsing, he's going crazy, he's crying, he's screaming. I'm just like, what is going on? I just woke up out of my sleep.
A man does that.
Do me a favor. When did you cancel the phone?
I officially canceled the phone bill in April.
And by then he owed March and April.
Yes.
Did you pay March and April?
No.
When did she cancel the phone? Were you using the phone in April and March?
I was using the phone was on March, April.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now the deal you had with her is that you would pay your phone bill. So if you don't pay your phone bill, what ended up happening, and she has to cancel it in between the first 6 months, is that the original charge for the phone of $150 of what?
The original retail value of the phone is $450.
But you've got to pay $300 by promising to keep a 6-month contract. Mm-hmm. And when you didn't keep the 6-month contract, okay, and you didn't pay for it, now all of a sudden there's an extra $150 being charged for the phone. And she wants you to pay that.
This is also a contract that I made him sign, saying that there would be a $150 charge if he did cancel it. And he signed it. He was well aware that there would be a $150 charge.
Is that accurate?
Yeah,
he's looking up at the sky to figure out if he signed something or not.
No, I know I signed something, but it was something stating that for a retail price of $449.
Right. It says that the retail price is $440 or $450, and I understand I am to pay the bill for each month in full by the due date, or else the line will be terminated, and I will have to pay the full retail value for my device in the amount of $450 if this termination occurs. Now, you had already paid $300 for the phone on site, so that this sounds like exactly what she's saying, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. You don't get the promise ring value, okay? A promise ring is very much like an engagement ring. And an engagement ring is a ring that is given in contemplation of something happening, and that's the marriage. When the marriage doesn't happen and the promise isn't fulfilled because you didn't get engaged, it's a gift in contemplation of a certain thing. It doesn't happen. He gets to take the ring back, okay? As for the $150, I find in favor of the plaintiff based on your own words. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. $150 verdict for the plaintiff.
Well, the plaintiff has just gotten $150 out of this. What do you think of that verdict?
I think it's not good.
Why not?
Because that's on her. That the $150 is for a phone that she lost and stolen and put on her account.
What kind of relationship did you two have, on and off?
It was on and off. It was just crazy. It never happened again.
No, but you did see something in her that you liked. What was it that was so irresistible about her?
She's pretty, and that's pretty much it. Certain things.
And that's changed now?
Yeah, that's changed. Oh, yeah.
She's not pretty anymore?
No.
All right. right down this way. Okay, right. All right, so come on in here. You didn't get everything you sued for, $150?
Yeah. It's all right, though. I'm not mad about it.
You mad at him?
Yes,
What was it that you found so irresistible about him at some time?
I thought he was a nice guy, and he was pretty responsible, but, you know, everything comes to the surface, and I see that he's not the person I thought he was.
What? I was going to say, what is he? But Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, you know, there are still some states that have the old rule, which is that if the guy breaks off the engagement, the girl gets to keep the ring. But generally, the way it went here is the way it goes in most states. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.